All right, thank you, David. Back one. Get too fast, David, too fast. All right, so we all know that as part of the bond, we're going to have a STEAM center. We know that as part of the STEAM center, robotics is going to be included in that facility. We all know the STEM jobs that are out there in engineering, in science, and technology, and mathematics. So, next slide. So, we're just going to talk a little bit about the STEAM center. A couple different pictures. Let me give a little background. These are not the designs for the STEAM Center. These are just generated quick things that we could throw out kind of as a sneak preview as we move forward. So we know that there's going to be a STEAM Center that we have as part of our school district. Next slide, David. So we've talked about the Franklin Road Center. The property there is being the STEAM Center. We're also looking at a little bit of property on the high school. Right now, it's where DYA and DHH's house. But we're considering the idea of putting the STEAM Center right on the high school campus. And so that would be right next to the high school, more accessible for students. At that point, if that's the decision that was made and we were able to do that, we would then sell the Franklin Road building and use that to help fund this. Again, these are just kind of thinking out loud as we kind of prepare to move forward on the bond and hopefully get people excited about what the future is going to be with the bond and all the improvements we're going to make. Next slide. So if we did have it on the high school property, and French did a little quick drawing at no charge for us, maybe it kind of has some of the pieces that are really neat and unique about the high school. So it kind of matches. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's kind of a different type of building that's more futuristic. Again, the options are endless if we end up bringing it to the high school property compared to Franklin Road. Franklin Road would be a great property as well. It's just that the facade and the facility is already there. Next slide. So potential possibility. We know we're going to have 15,000 square feet. We know we'll need a spot for fabrication, practice arena, learning studio, maybe a commons area, a media bar, administration and coaching, a project showcase. Again, this is not the design. This is just one of many different ways that this can move forward. Hopefully, it gets everyone a little bit excited about, wow, we're really going to do a lot of great things. Because so early on the bond, we know a lot of the work is not exciting, right? Oh, what are we doing? Abatement of asbestos. Well, no one wants to see that. No one wants to be involved in that. It's not really exciting. Or digging up dirt and taking soil samples and boring for soil samples. Again, not exciting work. This is some of the exciting stuff that we're going to start having moving forward. Next slide. But in the meantime, because we're not there, so in August, we knew after the bond pass, in order to make our 2023 timeline of redoing our K through 8 configuration, that we would need to get started at the old Losser site right away. So we started reviewing options within existing BHS facilities for a location of robotics. September, we visited and evaluated lease or purchase properties for temporary home for robotics and maintenance, however we can figure it out. October, we reviewed options and costs at a board study session, updated the criteria based on board input, and then review final recommendation with the Board of Education. So the next steps. So Brian and I are meeting with robotics tomorrow afternoon to discuss where we're at. Discussion at the next FFLA meeting. We have a moving contractor who's ready to support a one-day move, minimizing disruption. Robotics and our physical plant services would share space at the Franklin Road facility. So robotics would have over 6,000 square feet of wide open space with super high ceilings and would share with the physical plant services at the Franklin Road Center. We would also rent 3,000 square feet for maintenance, so that maintenance will go to this 3,000 square feet area as well. So maintenance will be split between the Franklin Road building and then another building as well, leaving this over 6,000 square feet for robotics at the Franklin Road Center. And then more discussion regarding the STEAM Center. So we know we want to make sure we understand what it looks like from a student perspective, from a teacher and staff perspective, and what it looks like from a business perspective. You know, President Colin and I had an opportunity to meet with someone who's involved in business, who kind of challenged us to kind of move forward with the STEAM idea and get more information to really make sure that what we create and what we're doing is really preparing our students for the jobs and opportunities that are out there, and that it's not just something that's outdated. We also need to make sure it's something that can grow. So if things move more to AI or whatever they may in the near future as technology rapidly changes, we're able to meet the needs of those students. So this is the type of exciting stuff moving forward. Um, David, next slide. Oh, thank you, Ultra.